Hi there! Today I'm going to teach you how to make a spring bouquet. Here is an example of a finished product. So we are going to be making a bouquet filled with colorful flowers, and you're going to get to choose which style of vase you want to make your flowers in. You can also see there's a lot of different kinds of texture in this artwork. The tabletop that the vase is sitting on, if you look closely, you can see that there's the texture of actual wood on there. And I did that by using a crayon and rolling over the top on a wooden floor. So it picked up that texture, just like we did in class with our texture boards. When we put a surface behind here that is not smooth and flat, it will show up when we color over the top, and we will see the texture show up. Also, some other techniques that we've learned about is crayon resist. I use some crayon and oil pastel to make white lines and yellow lines over here. And then I did paint over the top, and then the white and yellow popped through. So let's start from the beginning. First of all, you're going to have to decide which kind of vase, which shape you would like. So I have some different examples of different vases. And you can always come back to this video and pause it if you want to try to draw one of the shapes that I'm holding. So here's an example of a shape you could do. Here's another style of vase. Another option. I made this in ceramics class when I was in high school. Another style vase. And last but not least, this is the biggest one I have. Ta-da! So you can choose one of these shapes of vase that you want to use, or if you find a vase at home and you want to do your best to draw that vase, you sure can. Something that might come in handy when you do this art project also is if you can have a straight edge or a ruler. That'll help you if you're making the sides of your vase, or if you want to use a ruler to help you make your table surface nice and straight. All right, so what you first have to do after you pick out your vase is draw 6 to 8 circles on the top half of your paper. So figure about where the halfway point is, and you're going to draw 6 to 8 circles above on the top half of the paper. And notice that some of my shapes, my circles, are overlapping. What does it mean to overlap? It means I can't see the entire circle of each flower. Some of them, parts of them are hidden behind another flower that is in front of it. All right, so get a pencil and an eraser, and you're going to be working on the top half of your paper. If it helps you, you can get a straight edge and just make a very light line that will separate your paper in half. Very lightly, I'm barely touching it all. And now, above, I'm going to make 6 to 8 circles. Different sizes. 1, 2, 3. This one is going to be behind this one, so they're going to overlap. So you're not going to see this entire circle. The other part would be hidden behind here. And by overlapping, we're making it look more realistic. Because when we look at a real bouquet of flowers, you can't see the every single entire flower in there. Some are farther in the back. Some are closer to the front. See that? So it makes sense that we're making them overlap. This flower, it's hard to see because I'm seeing everything backwards on my computer screen. This flower is overlapping the flowers behind it. So that's why we are overlapping. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers so far. Maybe if it's easier for you, you could make the entire circle, but then you'd have to go back and erase your pencil line. Here's what I mean. But then you'd have to erase this part of it. That's just an option. You don't have to do that, but if it helps you, go for it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'll do one more, 8. Perfect. So there is the start of my flowers. After I get that done, I'm going to go into making the shape of my vase. So you can go back in this video if you want to pause the video so you can sketch out one of the vases that I showed you, or you can hunt around your house and see if you can find a vase that you would like to draw. I'm going to use this shape today, I think. It's more narrow at the top and it gets wider, and then it starts to suck back in again. So I'm going to do my best to make that shape. It's not a bad idea to do it lightly at first in case you have to erase. So I know the top is more narrow, which means skinnier. If I want, I can use my ruler to help me make a nice straight line. And then it gets a little wider as it comes out. So it's kind of going from narrow and then a diagonal. So make your diagonal on each side if this is the shape that you decide you want to do. And then I notice that it gets rounded right here. So I could make a C shape. Continues to get narrower, goes down at a slant or a diagonal. Diagonal, diagonal. And the bottom is just straight across. So I'll use my straight edge to make me a straight bottom. And voila, there is my vase. I have my 6 to 8 flowers and my vase. Now take your ruler or straight edge again. If you don't have a ruler, you can just use another piece of paper for a straight edge. And notice that I'm not going right at the bottom of the shape, I'm going up above it a little bit so it looks like it's actually sitting on a desk or a table. And I'm gonna let my little puppy in here quickly because he is scratching at the door. This is Tucker, the Pomeranian. He loves to be part of art projects. Okay. And now I need to make some stems that connect my tops of my flowers and brings them into the vase. You can use a ruler for this if you want, but you don't really need to. So I need to connect this flower down to the vase. So line up your ruler to the middle of this flower, the center point, and bring it down into your vase. And then just make a line that connects them. Find the middle of this circle, put your ruler next to it, and connect. This one I don't have to really worry about connecting a stem to it because it's hidden behind this bigger flower. So yeah, there we go. Now you are going to start decorating your vase by using different kinds of lines. You can use zigzag lines, wavy lines, straight lines, dashed, dotted, diagonal. Use your ruler if you like. I think I'm going to put some diagonal lines on here, which means it goes from corner to corner. I could also do some dashed lines, kind of like the center of a road. So draw a short line, pick it up. 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 Dashed line. Another kind of line, you could do a loopy line. Perfect. So I want to see that you can at least do 3 different kinds of lines in your vase. Here's some examples. All right, this is the end of the part 1 video. Get this far, and then you can go on to watching part 2, where we're going to learn how to decorate our flowers and how to color our artwork. Thank you for watching.